December 20th. 3:04, 3:09. It's midnight. It's 3 hours faster. It's a joke. It's a joke, right? It's 3:09 p.m. ish. Mm-hmm. 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 Do you have anything to say? Not really. Oh, you just, that one didn't come out right. You could have done it better. The NOI. You should have looked up, is it Elijah Muhammad? What's the black guy's name from the NOI? I don't know. I don't know if you're looking it up. Wear a suit, buckaroo. Prod. Hitler. George Peterson? Really? Maybe. Connection? Maybe. There is, there isn't. I don't know. Mm-hmm. 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 There's that movie. My mom was watching the movie. Was it Rain Man? And then he's like, "Oh, you can count cards." And then he's giving him all these rules, like, "Don't let him know the casino. You know, like, don't let him know you're counting cards." And he's trying to explain the game to him. The guy, you know, it's Dustin Hoffman playing an idiot, but he can do cards. And then, but he can't do cards because, you know, I think I've seen that movie. And when he goes to do the cards, it doesn't work well, even though he can do the cards perfectly. Because you have to play, you know, you have to lie. It's a lie thing, right? Like there's kind of like a lie involved. There's a structural problem within the game of, you know, the whole point of a casino is to make money by winning 51% or 55% of the time. You know, that's what they're designed to do, right? So if you count cards, you can maybe beat them. I don't know what the percentages are. There's a movie called 21 where they made millions doing that. But that was a team, and they would get hot tables. They get a table where there was so many kings and jacks and shit, you know, the face cards. So that's, you know, it sounds kind of boring when you know how they do it, but it's still, I guess they made millions doing it. Mm-hmm. 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 Did they make that movie twice? Like one time with Kevin Spacey, I think? I don't know. Mm-hmm. Oh, The Stranger? I can't move. So I Googled that because I was like, I remember the ending of it. It's like, it's about indifference or something. They hang him, or what do they do? They hang him or something? How do they kill? Like most pot, something M. And then they publicly hang him or shoot him, guillotine him. I don't know. It's French. Was he in Algiers? I don't even remember. And then you know, because I'll ask ChatGPT what the fuck it was about. Because I mean, I read it a long time ago. I don't remember it. And it's about indifference to the narratives of society. It's not the crimes he commits. It's his indifference to society's narratives that gets him hung, I think, is that's what ChatGPT told me. Because technically he was legally allowed to kill the Arab, and I think that was what it was, right? Like he's allowed to kill the Arab because the Arab pulled a knife on him or something. Mm-hmm. I think that was, and then and the only thing I really remember about that was like Jon Stewart was like, George Bush read that book, and it was like Mesopotamia, because, you know, he was an idiot. Jon Stewart was an idiot, but still, it's interesting. He was trying to be like, oh yeah, because he killed a bunch of Arabs. They were Northern African Arabs, buddy. Different, same, different. I don't know. They were Algerians. Are the Algerian Arabs French citizens? I don't know. Maybe not. What? Indifference. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. 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 They had a real insurgency in the 50s in Algeria. They would like blow up cafes and stuff. That was kind of cool. I mean, not cool, but like, you know, like cool if you're into cool terrorism, you want to blow up cafes. They did that shit in the 50s in Algeria. or 60s, 50s or 60s. You want to play some cool French music and leave your backpack behind and blow up a cafe. That was in Algeria in the 50s. Did Algeria get free? I think it got free, didn't it? Maybe. Dave Chappelle released a new special, and supposedly I tried looking for it for like 5 minutes on Poet Locker. I tried looking for it on Daily Motion. I didn't find it. And then, but I read a review. It's like Charlie Kirk is the MLK of white people. That's what it said on there. So it's kind of funny. White people always wanted an MLK. Now they got an MLK. Good job. What else? Oh, and then you looked up how many Arabs died in Iraq. It's supposed to be like 200 to 500K. And then I was thinking, but they did threaten to kill George Bush's dad. Like Saddam threatened to kill his dad. He had every right to do that, even though they had nothing to do with 9/11. And it was like a big, 3,000 to 200 to 500. You gotta bust some teeth in, You gotta be like, hey, you killed 3,000 people, so we're gonna kill 3 times 10 would be 30,000, 300,000, 100-fold. You gotta send a message, it's about sending a message, so. I don't know, that's a rationality. I guess 1 to 100? Yeah, that's right. That's the correct numbers, right? Something like that. It's good to be the person who does the 1 to 100 ratio. If you slight me, I like to do a 1 to 100 slight revenge. Like if you cut in front of me, I'm gonna cut in front of you. Something that's 300 times, 100 times more. You got to send a message. I don't know if it's a joke. That's not a literal. And again, it's a leadership technique. Thank you, George Bush, for teaching me the 1 to 100 technique. If everybody did that, I don't know, that'd be interesting. Can everybody do that? Maybe. Shorts, t-shirt, 1 sweater. Let's see. It's gonna get colder. So what is it? 3 o'clock. It'll get dark in 2 hours. So Then what? NOI. Nation of Islam. Jordan Peterson. Pride. And then they have the pride. Because it's, you can't have pride. You don't want the people. You can say it, but they're going to have to cut down on that one eventually. Eventually they're going to be like, hey, Jordan Peterson, you can't be telling people have pride. You got to wear normal clothes, people. Let's stop wearing the suits. Very funny. It's Saturday, right? I'm thinking Saturday. Okay, so then what? You had a bunch of. I think you have 2 bratwursts left, but you have no buns. So I'm not gonna buy any more buns because I bought 10 bratwursts and I got 8 buns. So it's not worth buying buns for that. But I have 2 bratwursts left. It's pretty boring. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What else? Yeah, you look at the news? I don't think I did I? I don't know, some guy in Venezuela, Portugal guy. And then, what else? What else? Uh-huh. 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 Oh, your battery pack? You have the old battery pack right now? Because the other one was at 30%. It's at 50 maybe now. Probably at 60 now, but that's pretty boring. And then what? I don't know. You got me. Busted. Are you a day behind in walking? Well, you should have walked last night. And you didn't, so you're a day behind, I think. Is it the 20th or the 21st? Something like that. It's Saturday, so whatever Saturday is. I think you read on your phone it said 20th. Was that a drunk joke? Yeah, you forget what you actually you put on recording. What was it? You were in bed again. You always do little jokes in your head. Was it last night or was it today? What was it? And then it was I don't even remember what it was now. Interesting. Was it the NOI one? I think it was better than that, right? There's something about. Then you had a big racist one. Where you just wanted to say chocolate face. That was the only reason you liked that joke, is you could say chocolate face. I don't even remember what the joke was. It was just that I really wanted to say chocolate face. I don't remember what the joke was now. It was funny. It was. I could squeeze it through the probable. I don't remember what the joke was. What was the joke? It was about how NOI. Yeah, because whatever Malaysia Muhammad or whatever his fucking NOI name is, I don't. It's very similar to that whole Jordan Peterson thing, right? Like, they don't fall for that shit. They don't want all bunch of. They like them trucking and driving. They do not want them wearing suits. They say they want you to wear suits. No. Do not wear suits. It's they don't like that. Probably. I don't. That's a good question. I really don't know. Don't be all uppity. Don't wear a suit. No, white people do not like the Nation of Islam. I don't think. That's my guess. I didn't do an interview. I'm just guessing. Please do not wear a suit. Keep trucking and driving or something. That doesn't have chocolate face in it. What was the joke about chocolate faces? I don't remember. You just like saying chocolate face. What was that joke? Oh, it was about Barrett. and Barrett and Lucian. Because Barrett was made in Japan, and they don't have chocolate faces in Japan. So like they give this black guy a gun arm. They give this black fella a gun arm, and that's so fucking racist. But they're Japanese, so they aren't racist because they don't have like. But in America, that'd be like really, really racist to give a guy like a black fella a gun arm. And then like Lucian in League of Legends, he goes akimbo. He akimbos his pistols, which is not a very wise tactical decision, but nice call. You know, because akimbo is not smart. But Mr. Lucian, he's a chocolate face too. He akimbos, but I don't know if the Chinese made that or the Americans. It was either, because that's kind of offensive, like having a black fellow go akimbo with his pistols, or have but they don't know better because they're Chinese/Japanese. So yeah, there's a whole thing about, you know, you could do JRPG jokes, which is like, you know, JRPGs have their own stories, but they're different, but they're the same. It's like a different culture, but it's also the same culture. A little bit. And then it gives me an excuse to say chocolate face, because, you know, you can't say that unless, you know, like you're pretending to be Japanese or Chinese or something. Sounds like a joke, actually. Comes off kind of childish, actually. He has a gun for an arm, man. It's like a chain gun. It's like a fucking Gatling gun, or is it a Gatling gun? It's a mount. The first one he has is like a minigun, but then they give him different ones, like a rocket launcher and. I mean, you're holding your arm out. He has no fingers. I don't know. It sounds like a bad deal. And then what? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because they're angry at him because you're supposed to be all like, he's like fucking some lady on the beach or something, and he's like, it was physically okay, but you're supposed to have some, and then he's like, oh, something else happens, and he's like, I didn't feel anything. And then he shoots an Arab and he doesn't feel anything, and then he's like, we do not like you, mister. We shall guillotine you. I think that's what this story's about, right? Okay. Extreme indifference, maybe? I don't remember. I'm not going to reread it. I mean, if I was going to reread it, I might reread the last paragraph or two. I remember the last paragraph is like, I cannot wait till they kill me. It's like, it's one of those like, fuck you. It was a big fuck you. But he didn't do anything that bad. He killed a guy who pulled a knife on him. He was not like, he wasn't like, you know, he just refused to be like, oh, I feel bad about it. No, the guy pulled a knife on him, he shot him, right? He's allowed to do that. I think he's allowed, I mean, and then they were, you're supposed to be all sad and blah, 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 blah. You know, so. Mouse Pont or Moose Pont. Moosey, whatever, something M. I don't speak French. They shall put me on the gallows. And I said, I don't remember, it's something, it's like a fisty thing. It's a fisty. Fuck you. I think that was what it was about, right? And that was because of Jon Stewart? And that was because of, what was that about? Oh, because of Mesopotamia, and then because of, what was it, like 9/11? And then like, oh, because of 1 in 100? I don't know how any of my thoughts get anywhere anymore. I've completely lost track of how any of my thoughts connect to any of my other thoughts. They're just random, very vaguely connecting, but at best, very little connection. Yeah, he was an asshole. Jon Stewart was an asshole. He was, in hindsight, he was an idiot. Society was always wrestling, and he didn't want to accept it. He wanted to be like, oh, we can be rational. Oh, no, you have to kill. If they kill 3,000 years, you have to kill like 100 to 1. That's like 100% rational. Like, that's common sense 101, man. Like, Mesopotamia. Something about China? Nope. I did that yesterday. I watched like 10 minutes of Independence Day 2, and then it would keep buffering, so I stopped watching it because it would take too long to buffer. They destroy like the moon base, and the moon base has like Chinese people on it, so like everybody's manning it because, you know, like everybody's like, we don't like the aliens, so it's like the Chinese and the Americans are, and everybody's like, ugh. And it crashes into the ocean, and then the one Jewish father guy, he's all like in a boat. Jeff Goldblum. And then that's the other guy. And then it would keep buffering, so I stopped watching it. It took too long to buffer. I got tired of waiting for the buffering. They had a bunch of satellites around Earth with like lasers, and the aliens just go pew 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 pew. They just destroy all the satellites in like one hit. And then the moon base, they destroy that in like one hit. It was, I don't remember the rest of the story. I don't think I watched it after. I don't know, did I flip to the end? How did they beat it? Did they give it another virus or something? I should have, oh shit, I should have watched Mars Attacks. If I was going to watch something, I should have watched Mars Attacks. Because that one, I don't remember how they killed the aliens in that one. How did they kill the aliens in Mars Attacks? Is it like a virus or water or something? It's something lame, isn't it? It's like, I think it's like, because that's what H.G. Wells was the one where they did it with like a virus or the cold. So I think it was like that or something. Yeah, I should have Googled that, because that's actually a kind of interesting question. How did they beat him 2 times in a row with a virus? I don't know. Was it trying to suck the core out of the Earth? I think so. I don't know. I didn't. It's a pretty stupid movie. They have like is it F-22s or F-18s with fucking alien jets or something in space? Something like that. What else was it? And then, is it is the president the ex-vice president's wife or something? No, it's a new lady. It's a new lady. It's supposed to be like Hillary Clinton because it came out in 2016. Everyone thought Hillary was going to win. Remember Game of Thrones, Game of House of Cards? Everyone thought Hillary was going to win. So they probably thought Hillary was going to win because like they had a lady president. And then House of Cards thought there was going to be a lady president. And then yeah, that didn't happen. That's like 10 years ago. Holy shit. Okay. So, what else? Was she in the first movie? Was she in the first movie? Whatever. No what? Listen, they locked it up. One night they did not lock it up. You could have stolen all their ice. Ice is very valuable. $3 a bag. Very expensive. It's water. $1,000 worth of ice stolen last night. There's not 1,000. If it's $3 a bag, there's like 50 bags in there. 50 times 3, 150, $200 worth of ice. You did none of the things. You tried watching Independence Day too. It's Mayhem games. You had you had the fire one. There's a Pantheon who went full tank on the enemy team, and he was going around murdering people. He was like a full tank Pantheon with like the fucking sunfire, not the sunfire, but the augment sunfire, the feel the burn or whatever, or the burn one. He's doing pretty well. Who are you? You had burn. You were someone with burn, but you were a real tank. Because Talon is not a tank. You were who are you? Because we had a burn fight, and he beat me, and I was like, I'm a tank. I should beat this guy. And it was really weird because I guess he bleeded me to death. Because he bleeded me and burned me, and then I was just burning him, and he bleeded me and burned me to death. Who was I in that match? I don't remember. Who was I? It was a tank, right? It wasn't Shen, right? It was a tank though, right? Who was it? It wasn't Alistar. Was it Leona? I don't think it was Leona. It's a tank though, right? It wasn't Rammus. Oh yeah, there was this one part where I had like 10% health, and I walked away from the fight because I had Warmogs, and I was gonna like Warmog up, and I bled to death and burned to death. Fucking asshole, like fucking snuck a kill out. Fucking piece of shit. Very funny. Was it Zach? Might have been, I don't know, was it Zach? Somebody, who was it? I don't think it was Zach. Who the fuck was that? Did you have Apex Predator on that one? Maybe. Who was it? It's an ARAM game, it doesn't matter. Aurelion Soul. You lost an Aurelion Soul game. Because, they kept hard diving? I don't remember. Was it Cho'Gath? Cho'Gath has really weak tank stats, actually. Besides health. And what else? I don't think it was Cho'Gath. It was, who was it? It wasn't Rel. Was it Rel? We played a Rel game, or 2 Rel games. And it was it Leona? Was it, might have been Leona, I don't know. he has this theory about like, you think he has this theory where everyone's a drug addict, but it's like different drug addictions. Like religion is a drug, trucks are a drug. If you collect big trucks, it's a drug, right? I don't know. It's just these. Oh, what was the theory? There's no theory to it. I was thinking it was just he was trying to go with different analogies of drug addiction, and then he was comparing it to like casinos, and then he was comparing it to what? What are you comparing it to? Something like that, right? Does his wheels go outwards a little bit? How does that affect the car? When the wheels do that, what does that do? Is that, am I hallucinating here? Yeah, they're outwards. They're like 3 degrees, 5 degrees. I wonder how they do that. Like, doesn't that? Do they have to have like a thing on the end to? Because isn't the bar supposed to be straight? Or all four? Or 2 of the wheels? The ones that hook to the engine have to be. They have like a little gear set probably or something, and a thing that angles it. Probably something like that. And then the 2 can probably just. Some of them might just run independent, right? They can. You just have a bearing almost. Oh yeah, this is a joke. You're gonna ask like a random bi person. Are there NOI guys around here? Are there any NOI? Suits. Whatever. That's. Random person walks up to you and is like, "Is there all the NOI guys around here?" No, I've never seen them. That could be. It's Chicago? I think they have them in Chicago. Farrakhan. Gaddafi gave him weapons, or was he going to give him weapons? Was Gaddafi going to give him weapons? That's pretty cool. You go, Gaddafi. Gaddafi was a troublemaker. He was a troublemaker. I did this one theory I was thinking of, like if you know how you are your diet, like it's very hard to be in shape. If you ate 4,000 calories of donuts and ice cream a day, it's very hard to be in shape. So one way of like messing with people is you put them. It can be a mental diet or a physical diet, or just that's environmentalism on the human, right? Extreme, you say like lead paint or something. I don't know. But you were comparing it to something else, so I don't know. It's the return of the king sort of stuff. In the old days, the kings would play the groups off each other. Is that your thesis? I don't know, because there's no more frontier, right? You already did this thesis, so I don't know. That's the thesis. You gotta. You repeat too many things. What else is there? It's a cool dog. It's not one of those. Is that a bloodthirsty doing? Is that? It doesn't look that mean. It looks nicer. It's not a pit bull, I don't think. No, it's not a pit bull, I don't think. Pit bulls have uglier faces. Probably. Yeah, if you don't look, it's gonna follow you if you look at it. So stop looking at it. So it's gonna be like a clock thingy. It's gonna be like, wear a suit, and then they're like 3, 4, 5 years later, they're like, hey, people are getting a little too. Let's wear some normal clothes. And then 5 years later, it'll be like, wear a suit. And it'll be like, just a TikTok. You're way too paranoid. You're not paranoid enough. You're either too paranoid. A lot of people say paranoid. It's the people who are not paranoid enough, who are a little paranoid. It's the It's an interesting idea. Someone's probably done that one. So it really is just like a manipulate the masses psyop thing. But I mean, that's like all of history, not like a new CIA thing. That's just, even in Egyptian days they did that probably. Is that what you think? I don't know. You think it was a MLK Kirk thing? I don't know. Psyop is called gossip. It's also called gossip. Okay, they're most pont. You just put ARAM, I guess. Oh, and then you try doing that one thing. They have a weird thing on Civet AI where like they sometimes give you your images for free, the ones you're not supposed to get. You're supposed to pay yellow buzz for them. Sometimes they give them away for free. I don't know why that is. It's a little weird. Their models, fuck. I gotta get that. How many? It's been a month now. You still haven't fixed. You haven't put that. It's right there. It's like right 3-4 feet from your desk. You'd have to plug it in. You'd have to get all the shit running. It'd be like 2 hours minimum. And it probably wouldn't work. I don't know, man. Whatever. Fucking serious. Doggy doggy. Water always going down here. Know what that's about. Pont. Is it Mouse Pont? Does it have a P in it? Does it? It might have a P in it. Moose Pont? Mouse Pont? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, and then the thing becomes about getting people into addiction cycles. But it can be like trucks, or it can be religion, or casinos, or it can be any form of drug addiction. Like that's his analogy, right? Like the casino, it could be drugs too. It could be alcohol. It could be trucks. It could be boats. Oh, you never did the free speech. You wanted to do the free speech joke about the. You never did that one. You should have done that one. You did the terrible NOI one, and you didn't do the free speech one about the guy with Civil War with a cane. Oh, and then you're gonna be like, oh, what you do is you do that, and then you open up a cane business because everybody sends you canes. Like, you got a bunch of canes sent to him because he beat the shit out of this other senator. And they're like, dude, you're awesome. You're the coolest motherfucker ever. You beat the shit out of this other guy with a cane. So they mailed him like 50 canes. So if you beat someone with a cane, you can open up like a cane store and sell canes. Because canes were like valuable back then. They're probably $300, $400, $500 today. What was the price of a cane? That's an interesting question. What was What was the price of an 1850 cane? Is it is that like a $200 or $300? They're like status symbols, right? There. I mean, you can just make one out of sticks. Oh well, so that's a play you can do. If you're an entrepreneur, yeah, open up a cane store, yeah. Oh, and then it was like World War II, wasn't it? Like Hitler was like, the Japanese are honorary Aryans, because it was like a pride thing. Because the Japanese did have pride, right? And he was talking to Gandhi. I don't know what that was, but it just ended up being people fighting each other over mostly resources, right? It was mostly a resource war. World War II was the first oil war. That's the thesis for World War II. Europe has no oil, minus Romania. Russia has a lot. America had a lot. I was thinking about King Louis, and who's the guy, the France minister? You were thinking, oh, it was history. You're thinking of Prager. He's like a sort of 70, 60-year-old. He's a Jewish fellow, Republican, kind of old, a little portly. And he has this one line. I was like, it was liberals are always like, go get divorces and have abortions. By the time you're 22, if you're a lady, you should have like 10 or 20 abortions. Is the liberal thesis. But he was like, you should practice what you preach. Which is, I thought that was kind of cool. Even though, I don't really like him. Just it was kind of funny. There's a lot of, I think that was. Really don't like that guy though. But then I was thinking, the reason I know about him, in like 2012, I was bored and I was like looking up history on YouTube because I was just looking for something to listen to. And I was like, the French Revolution. I don't know that much about it. It was like Crash Course. That's a liberal one. And now they have Simple History, which is, I think, conservative. And there's Prager, that's conservative. But Crash Course was kind of liberal, I could tell. But I mean, it was free history. Yeah, because Oh, and that was about, I mean, you'll never know what caused the French Revolution. Like, was it the king's fault? Was it a bunch of crazy, rebellious serfs or whatever? 3 estates. And then there were in a lot of debt. It's not Talleyrand. Is it Talleyrand? Who's the minister of finance? I see the minister who had a nicer palace than the fucking king. Was it Talleyrand? Who was it? It was somebody. So France was fucked, even without the king. It's not the king's fault. France was just fucked. Was it Talleyrand? I don't remember. Some guy. And then what? Oh yeah, this like communism joke where you're like, if you wanted to, like, I'm thirsty, I want some water, and someone hands you like a gallon of gas, and it's like, it's all the same, right? But then you're doing a bunch of conservative jokes, and you're like, I gotta balance this out, because I don't want to do too many conservative jokes without doing liberal jokes. What were the conservative jokes? It was the one about the suits, right? Because in the initial story, it was like, they're lying to you. You know that. They don't want you wearing suits. They want you to shuck and jive, right? I really don't know. Oh, you were going to do it as a question. You were going to do it like a question, like, dear Republicans, if my memory is correct, you don't actually want people to wear suits. You kind of, don't you want them to like shuck and jive? And isn't this just going to be like, is this a short term? Is this a hop on one foot, hop on the other foot, jump back and forth thing, or is this a, because it's about keeping people distracted. You just keep them jumping from one foot to the next. There's no actual logic to any of the stuff going on. It's just someone's whims. It's always someone's whims. It's never actually principled behavior. It's always just whims. Democrats or Republicans, it's just whims. I don't like that guy. He's getting a little uppity. Let's say no suits. Let's say suits. He's coming off a little too, what was the Plumber guy from the Republicans? Plumber Joe or Joe Plumber? Hey Joe Plumber, you gotta wear a suit, buddy. None of this, no suits thing. We're in the suits era now. People are getting a little uppity with the suits. Let's go back to the other thing. Just keep hopping from one foot to the next. Okay. What are the pies called? What are the NOI pies called? They're not cream pies. They're something pies. Meringue. No. It's a beanie pie. Beanie pie. Beanie pies. Do they shoot drug dealers? In my imagination, I like to imagine they shoot drug dealers. But I don't think they did. But did they? And then they end up selling drugs. They're like, oh, let's clean up the community. Then they end up selling drugs. They always end up selling drugs. Okay. The thing you fight, you end up becoming. So that's not good. So don't fight anything. Never fight anything. You'll become it. I don't like drug dealers. You end up becoming a drug dealer. Not cool. Or that was planted. You think it was planted? Could be planted. I don't know. All countries are formed on drugs. Religion, trucks, football. What other? Gambling. Money. Ego. What else? What other drugs are there? Foodies are of a drug. They have like their foodie druggers. You know, they spend like $20-$30 a day going to burrito trucks. It's a drug. Or it's a real drug. You know, they don't actually buy. It's really just a way to buy and sell coke without, you know, it looks like there's no such thing as a foodie, okay? Those burrito trucks, sham, not real. Just drug trucks. Sugar. What else? Is that gas or is that sewage? Something. Is that thing? It goes that way, doesn't it? Yeah, because it goes to the creek probably. Does it? Does it angle downwards? Can you tell by looking at the water? Dubai chocolate? Which way does it run? It runs... I thought it ran that way. Huh. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Dubai chocolate mushrooms, baby. I mean, it could be close enough that they go this way now. There's like some middle area somewhere near. Because it looks like it goes down that way. Yeah. If people do stupid shit, do they eventually become stupid? You think that's like your thesis on environmentalism? Like you know, like the fat, you know, like the all you eat is like it's very hard to do. Like, you can do it. Like you could theoretically, Arnold Schwarzenegger could have technically won the Mr. Universe eating 4,000 calories of ice cream, but he probably just ate a bunch of eggs and chicken. So it's like environmentalism. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you're gonna do the bundles of stick jokes. You ever do that one? I can't even remember. Yeah, you're thinking about. Oh, you're thinking about it because that one place. You think that what they were doing is they're trying to, you know, because if you do something stupidly, you become stupid, right? If you do something stupidly, you become stupid. And then it was, so, whatever. That's a good question. Could be like a slavery question, like, you know, because it's like, oh, you're going to do it stupidly. Then you'll eventually become stupid, because it's like, I don't know, it's a good question. Because you have no respect for anything, right? But I mean, that's like a Moose Pawn thing. That's not a terroristic thing. It's like a Moose Pontian. I don't care. I'm not going to pretend to have any emotions. Which they don't like. They don't like that. They want you to pretend. I care about your narratives. If you don't care about their narratives, it hurts their feelings. They are very feelings oriented. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, why does that one guy, it's that Sam High guy, he's always like, he was making fun of like the schizophrenic Jews. It's a meme of the right. The Jews are like supposedly Eskuzi, whatever. What is that one called? Ashkenazi? Wasn't me. Ashkenazi. The schizophrenia of the Jews. But it's like, it's schizophrenia like where you hear the voices of the different groups, like, don't wear blackface around black people. Don't burn a Bible in front of Christians. Is that, it's like, is it, you know, is it, I don't know, like, because they're selling a simple narrative right now, which is, oh, things are just simple. Just go with your gut. So it's a simple, the world's getting simplified like a Reagan world. Contra, you know, surely it's going to be simple. Good guys, bad guys. No Ashkenazi. No Ashkenaziism. Ashkenazianism is postmodern. It's too many voices. It's too many voices to keep track of. There's one simple good guy, one simple bad guy. And then the leader tells you who the good guy is, who the bad guy is. But then again, you know, all opinions are equal. Look, I wanted a gallon of water, and then I was given a gallon of gas, and I was like, hey, they're the same thing. Because you should care, you know, they're all. I don't think that works in that context. Every atom in the universe is its own individual atom. Each hydrogen atom is completely unique from the other hydrogen atom. I don't think anyone sells that one. Does anyone sell that one? I think most people are like, hydrogen atoms are hydrogen atoms. They're interchangeable parts. Gasoline. 1 gallon of gasoline is pretty much the same as another gallon of gasoline. 1 gallon of water. Now that's not true. Like someone gives you some dirty water, you're like, I wanted a clean gallon of water. You know what I meant, right? And they hand you like some dirty water or some poison water. Yeah. Okay. Not all water is the same, I guess. If the person selling you the water is interested in you thinking, in the society thinking that the water is good water, you can probably buy the water from them. If they have an interest in their water being good water. Like if I go to this gas station and I buy water, I'm assuming it's good water because it'd be like Dasani water or something. And if it's bad water, Dasani gets in a bunch of trouble for selling bad water. And they're owned by Coke, right? Or Pepsi. One of the two. I don't know which one. It's I think Coke. Probably Coke. Some barbecue smell? Nice. Or if you buy about a gallon of gas. Ashkenazi. Something about taxing, like they can tax her. In the old days, they would tax religions. They'd be like, charge them an extra 10, 20% if you want to stay. You want to still be a Jew or a Christian in the Middle East? Charge them 20%. It's like taxing, but it was a king because he had to play them all off each other. Make sure none of them got too sooty. Their shoes didn't get too nice. Maybe. It's I think you already went over this. It's the thesis that America no longer has a frontier. So someone's got to manage the different groups, and like Trump's going to fight everybody against each other. He's got to put them in groups. Like the old kings did. I mean, it's not an anti-Trump thing. I mean, it could be a reasonable thesis because you got to take the aggression and put it somewhere. So, football hooliganism, and he sits back as a puppet master. There's no frontier. So there's just the resources that exist is all there is, and you've got to puppet people so that they don't go too hardcore into the stuff. I wonder what that's called. Is there a term for that? It's like World War I, before World War I, where they had all the different compromises and treaties. But when it breaks bad. Maybe. But inside of one country. I don't know if it's exactly like that, but it's kind of like that. So all idealism is out the window. It's all groups now, which is, you're gonna suck at it, but you gotta find I don't know. You gotta find a patron. You're fucked. You're fucked hard. 18.com. Massagegirls18.com. I mean, what can you do? You're literally useless. What is that called where they, like we just gotta play the people out? There's gotta be a word for that. It's like internal something, you know. It's called normal everyday life for real. That's what it's always been. Dumbass. They did that back in the old days. It's called people management. God, I hate people management. Is that really all this is? Probably way more than you realize. Then what? I don't know. I had a good idea. Nope, you don't have any good ideas. I think most of these are rehashes. Didn't you already do Independence Day? What kills them in that? I don't even know what kills the aliens in that. How do they beat? You should Google that. Is it going to stay on your mind? Not really. Maybe. There's a 50-50 chance I'll Google that. What kills Mars attack aliens? Yeah, they really lied to the people. I think, you know, if you look at history, it's always been like an elite messing with reality. That's history. That's King Louis, Stalin. All of them. I don't know why they lie. They kind of lie on that one, right? They, mm-hmm. 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 I don't know. Good question. Yeah, and then it's going to be, well, it's the new technology is going to definitely, anytime there's a huge technological advancement, there has to be a war, because people have to like refigure out how to actually use this stuff, because like, you know, like Ukraine and Russia is like it's the Spain of World War II. Mm-hmm. You know, Franco, because when China and America start pumping out that shit, when they start Detroit arsenaling that shit, you know, it's not going to look like Ukraine. It's gonna be like, you know, Franco Spain, right? Like they had Stukas, and they had some other stuff, but they had some shitty light tanks, but there was no Tigers. No. Were there 1,000? There weren't even really huge air raids, right? Was there huge air raids? Picasso did a painting about a blown up city, right? But that wasn't like a 500. That wasn't a 500 airplane bombing of a city. That was like some Stukas, right? You know, then you have like the mile-long factories of beautiful Detroit UAVs. Nice. The GPU war. The Manhattan Project. Oh, they have to make a new Manhattan Project. There's a new Manhattan Project with AI. Skynet. It's called Skynet. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. 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 And then once the two dogs get done fighting, whoever wins gets to, you know, rake in the spoils. There'll be, you know, 100 million dead, 200 million dead. Something nice, some big number. And then there'll be world peace for like 30, 40, 50 years. A new world order. Brenton Woods, the new Brenton Woods. And then there'll be a new technology, and then two countries will have to fight it out again. Uh-huh. Probably something like that. They gotta get a war going, man. They can't have 1945. Come on. Gotta have a war. A real war. Like a real war. Like a real one. You know, one day. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Saddam Hussein was just a gang. He was a gang guy. You know, you gotta have a country on country all the way, baby. Mm-hmm. 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 He was a gang guy who had some automatic weapons. He had some Tech 9s, you know. He had some anthrax. Maybe he tried to get a nuke. He never got one. But China. Oh yeah, it's gonna be beautiful. They better be starting that Manhattan Project pretty soon. It's kind of. Nice. I like it. Very nice. You sound like a crazy person, kid. For legal reasons, this is a character I'm playing. This is not who I am. I'm just a character. For legal reasons, but in all honesty, this is probably like 80%. Franco, the communists, the monarchists, fighting. Ukraine, Russia. Is Ukraine and Russia similar? Is democracy and oligarchy, kleptocracy, something like that. Mm-hmm. 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 Gone to Walmart. Mm-hmm. 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 Your brain is just like spinning in circles, doing like random connections. It's kind of fun. That was one I was doing. It was like you were like, make a random connection between gold mines and there's something unrelated. And you were just like, you can make one. The human brain can make a connection between any two things if you want to. Uh-huh. That version, the lady likes to hook up with Mexican guys. Uh-huh. That's a joke. Did you ever do that joke? You didn't do that one, so no one knows what you're talking about. In the old days, it was called Ace of Spades. It's when the lady liked to have sex with she liked to entertain the African fellas. Nowadays, there's less Mexicans, so that means keep your eyes on Jesus. So the lady likes to, the hubby will be like, oh, you're entertaining the Mexican guy too much. Keep your eyes on, Jesus. While she entertains the Mexican fella. Like an Ace of Spades. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're gonna fucking kill you for that. You know the Cain story, right? These people, they like to beat people up too. You know that, right? There's the Cain story. The C-A-N-E. Sumter, you know the story, buddy. They don't believe in free speech. No one believes in free speech. Every human being you've ever met hates free speech. They all hate it. Everyone. Left, right. You can't speak your mind in Stalin's communist Russia. You can't speak your mind anywhere. Shut your fucking mouth, buddy. Keep your eyes on Jesus. Ace of Spades. Uh-huh. It's Queen of Spades, not Ace of Spades, buddy. It's Queen of Spades. QOS. Friendo. Not Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades is something else. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. 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 Hmm. So do you think the elites are purposely just gonna like make people stupid, or even because I've heard this story before, like there's the theory of like the jobs these days you can't even tell what you're doing, like they're purposely making it like convoluted, so it'll be like that, but even worse, because it's like they're looking at it as an attention economy. The attention economy is you've got to give everybody attention, but you don't really have resources to do it like goodly, so you're doing it like everyone's watching everybody. It's kind of like a McCarthyism, but it's like because you got to keep people busy, right? So it's because people were getting all hungry, they were getting all like uppity, like looking around going, hey, I want a nice house. No, it's all been claimed. You can't take stuff anymore. You gotta watch everybody else now. Keep your eyes on everybody else. McCarthyism. Maybe. So there goes that's gonna be your life. You're gonna have to pay attention to other people, even though you hate other people. You have to, I think he said a dirty joke about somebody. You gotta be like that. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Because you can't keep your fucking mouth shut because you're a fucking idiot. You're fucked on this one, buddy. Pretty fucked. Mm-hmm. 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 You think that's true? If you stick someone in like a house with lead paint, eventually drives them crazy. It's a secret the elites knew a long time ago. It's called priming. They call it priming probably. Lead paint is an exaggeration, but you can go further, right? Like LSD. Maybe. Mm. Mm-hmm. Tripped on that. Mm. So he's trying to create like a record of his sanity. Does this make me sound sane or insane? I don't know. How did they get people to think Wooby was the sun god? How did they get people to think Stalin was made out of steel? How did they get the people to think the pharaohs are made out of whatever god or whatever the pharaoh gods? Yeah, they fucking gaslight motherfuckers. These people are fucking geniuses. These people, I don't know. You mean, who's these people? You sound conspiratorial. Uh-huh. A little bit. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. A little bit, a little bit. Mm. 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 So it's like, but you could also call that community where everyone's watching everyone. Everyone felt really lonely because of social media, and so now everyone watches everybody, and you know, right? Because it'll be like McCarthyism. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. 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 Maybe. Mm-hmm. 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 So no parking on the yellow. Why is the yellow over here? Oh, it leaves the room for the people to get out. Uh-huh. 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 The people acted like they gave a shit about free speech and freedoms, but deep down, they really just wanted bread and water. You know that, right? They just wanted bread and water the whole time. Mm-hmm. 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 It should make you happy. You're an atheist, right? So shouldn't you be happy about the Grand Inquisitor coming to power? The Grand Inquisitor is here in power. Judy-da-di-judy-da. Nice. Hmm. Mm-hmm. 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 Nice doggy. Big doggy. Big doggy. Biggie, biggie, biggie. Is there a fence? Yeah, it's behind a wooden fence. It's a wooden fence. You're just gonna see because of the hill. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm here for the presents. There's Santa with a guitar, Jewish thingy, Jewish dinosaur, and a dragon with a candy cane. Snowman. How about the Yeti from Star Wars? What was that thing? Is it a Yeti? Snow monster? It's very similar to the one from the claymation things, right? I think so. Did George Lucas steal that, or did they steal that from George Lucas? Is that Rudolph? Who is the fucking Yeti snow monster? Huh. And then what? So what do you think, internet? So it's internet 3, 4.0? What's that? There's going to be AI, that'll be 5 or 6.0. They'll be looking, the first generation of AI, it's right now, right? But then the second one will be when you have well, they already have Alexa, right? Don't they have Alexa? And Isn't that first gen? Is that what's interesting? That and well, that's kind of like AI, but it's not as good. It can't do coding like this. Supposedly, some of them can do like tasks for you. It was just using Google. Like Alexa was just going on Google and being like, but there's gonna be like, I want a reservation at this restaurant at 8, and it'll call up and it'll give you a reservation. They already have that now. They used to do it with people. Now they do it with maybe they'll do it with like AIs. And then you'll have a credit score assigned to your name. Like you can't go, making reservations and then not going to them. You have like a social credit score. Or they'll charge you if you don't go because they slotted the table. Maybe something like that. Be more complicated than that. How much of your life will be a planner in an AI? Could be pretty cool. As long as it doesn't get hacked. I can't remember my password. It's like password, but it changed something. You don't want to do password. The new password is gonna have to be, I don't know, like in your body, like a chip. Hey, that's the mark of the devil. The chip. COVID. The chip. You don't want a chip in your body, but it's your password. Because otherwise the AI will get hacked and all your information will be gone. Right? The chip. Mark of the devil. I don't know. Because how are you gonna? You don't want your password to be password. Right? You gotta have like some 50 thing, like Z exclamation mark V B G uppercase lowercase. It's gonna be a bunch of bullshit. So you have to get a chip. Because of the AI. Because you won't be able to make it in life without the AI. It's like a secretary. Everyone has a secretary. Something like that. Because that's what the elites already have secretaries. That's what secretaries are for. They keep a sheet. Like you need to be here at 6. A task order. You only have an hour to do this. Okay. And then what? I don't know. Just making up stuff. They probably already have that, and you just don't keep up with technology. You're way behind. These people up here have a thing on it tells them, hey, this is your schedule. This is what you're doing. Maybe they have that. I don't even know. The new feudal age, the AI feudal age. Doesn't even have to be like McCarthyism. It could just be the AI is the new eyes and ears of the. And then what? I really don't know. I'm just kind of talking. Trying to guess. This is fun to guess. This is an apartment? It's an apartment. That's like a bay window thing, right? Wouldn't they all have bay windows? Or is that is that an elevator? Is that for the stairway? Or is that for eating? Or is that, could be for studying. Could be study. Oh, and that guy's put in stone. It's a stone man. And then, nursing. Yeah, so that's why you're saying nursing is big. They're teachers and nurses now? Aren't the robots gonna replace that? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. And then what? I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, you smoke that crack about the individuality, and they don't like that crack. That's not good crack to smoke. Don't smoke the individualism crack. You get in a lot of trouble for that shit. Man. What else? Then what? I don't know. I really don't know. You're delusionally insane. Yeah, probably. What city was bombed in Spain? Because the Picasso did a painting. This shit they're doing in Ukraine and Russia, small potatoes. It's gonna be like, Spain compared to what these kids got coming down the pipeline. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be so beautiful. Beautiful from like a macro perspective, like a human evolution. Macro. Yeah, no wonder they hate you. You're the guy who's like rooting for the drones, man. Here's a UNA police officer. Do they have the BFT? Are they part of the Florence Police Department? He had a screen in there. It's a network. I was talking about networks. Did you do the joke about the bundles of sticks? Blood Crips, Mexicans, cops, stone people, all a bunch of bundles of sticks. Very funny. In his delusional brain, as long as I make fun of MS-13, Bloods, Crips, all the gangs and the cops, I should be clean, right? Nope, they're all gonna kill you. They're all so invested in their own gang. It's gonna be, it's gonna be the gang warfare thesis. Probably. And then the puppet master pulls the strings, taxing people. If one of them gets a little too uppity, a little too big, pull some strings. There's no frontier, man. There's no frontier. There's only limited resources, and you got to keep people distracted, engaged. Oh, Skyrim. How many trees are in Skyrim? 40-something thousand. That one guy, very autistic. He's like a fellow who does water stuff. He counted the trees. He got Todd Howard to guess. Todd Howard said, what, 100? 111,000. 1,111. He should have known. It was like 50,000. Ballpark, 45, 50. But he got Todd Howard. Good for him. He got a Todd Howard cameo. Todd Howard's a big deal. Todd Howard is a big deal. Spoiler, that's the hidden last guest. Todd Howard. How many trees are in Skyrim? Very nice. If you could make any video game in the world, what would you make? I don't have a fucking idea. There's someone who's smarter than me at that. I don't have any video game ideas anymore. I have no good ideas anymore. All my ideas are shit. Make a video game of, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I didn't know about like Hoi 3 would have been out back then when you were in college. I remember one time thinking they should make all battles through history. They should try and do like a video game of it, but like as realistic as possible. But not like a video game, just like a recreation. Because when you recreate something, you have to like try and put numbers to it. I don't know. So, and they can do that with video games now, probably, and models. It's called a model. A video game is a model of reality. There's the map story. You draw a map. Eventually the map has to be, if you wanted to draw a map of something, you have to simplify things. But you can't simplify too much. But you can't simplify, you can't have a map the size of the thing you're making. That's an old parable. So there's some sweet spot between the perfect reality and then the very extremely oversimplified model. It's a video game, that's one, and then it's a map with trees and the rivers and I don't know, this isn't going anywhere. Todd Howard. Something about some middle between the two. I mean, I played Morrowind. I didn't play. There was one in between Morrowind and Skyrim, and I didn't play it. And they're making a new one, right? I think so. So, but I'm not gonna play it because I don't have the energy anymore. You'll run around in VR headsets, swinging a sword. It's for the kids. It's not for me. It's like a shoot dragon rend or whatever dragon shouts. VR headset. The Elder Scrolls? I don't know. What is it called? Oblivion was the one I didn't play. Oblivion is Xbox 2 or 1 or 2 or 3. Oh shit, I hope. Oh man, it could be that. Are you really that meme? You could be that meme. Maybe, let's look into that. I don't want to have to interact with people. You probably wouldn't have to on that one. Mm-hmm. 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 Hey, you are. I think you might be a cafe. You might be the. Oh shit! That's to that one. Damn it. Oh well. Too late now. You can't sell narratives for shit. So you're in a bad narrative. You can't get out of it. I don't think either. Probably true. Mm-hmm. You think of like what, a blood? You know, because I mean, technically you have like. I mean, my mom said I could have Adderall in my system, but that's illegal and it's to have a script. And I think you can have that when you get blood in your system, but maybe I don't know. Good question. Because why would they call you? I don't like that. I don't have an STD, so I'm pretty safe on that one. And then, let's see, DMA? Maybe DMA? I don't know. Damn it. Shit. You're gonna have to interact with that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Hmm. Breakfast all day. Mm-hmm. That's why you have to stay away from people. You just can't. You're always going to end up losing on those interactions. Because you can't. Yellow car, mini car, smart car? Is it French? Is it a French car? What is it? Is that hamburgers? What is that? Burnt? Not burnt, charcoal. Smell. Fiat? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is it just smart? Is this a brand? It's not a company. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Is Smart Car an actual car brand? Mm-hmm. 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 Anyway, you're reckless. You're reckless for society. Probably, I guess, like, I don't know. Damn it. And then you come off like the very thing you don't want to be. That's what you know. But that's what you probably are. You probably are reckless towards society. Damn it. Hmm. 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 Do 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 da. Hmm. 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 There's a phobia for you. It's a chemtrail. You want to become a chemtrail guy? Why not? It's kind of a funny. You become what you dislike, so you'll end up becoming a chemtrailer. Mm-hmm. 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 Hmm. Mm-hmm. Sting. Uh-huh. Not going there. Anything interesting? You don't need anything. Now what? Yeah, I don't know. Good question. Oh yeah, the one about throwing. Oh, it was like throwing snowballs. The Boston Tea Massacre. The Boston Tea. It wasn't Boston Tea Party. It was Boston. Which was the one where they threw snowballs and then it turned into a massacre? That's the Boston Massacre. Why don't they threw snowballs? And then you were doing something about throwing a sandwich, and you're like, don't throw sandwiches. Sandwiches are like $10. You know, but they don't have snowballs around. You know, so it's like a snowball drill. But they put stones in those snowballs. That was kind of mean. And then someone shot someone. Was it the Boston, or what the fuck was that? Is that the shot heard right? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't remember. Something about snowballs. And someone shot someone. And then it was about sandwiches. But don't throw sandwiches, because sandwiches are like $10. And they're edible. That was in Washington. Oh, and then you were doing this joke about how like you can, you know, they were, I don't know what was that about? Why did the people throw the snowballs? They threw the snowballs for some reason. Was it like a fucking tea tax or something? You should probably know the answer to this before you do the joke. But you know, he's like, you can just throw snowballs for any reason. There's literally historical precedents. It's the United States. You can throw snowballs over anything. Sometimes they have stones in them, and then you get shot. So be careful about that. If you throw a snowball with stones in it, you might get shot. You might get shot if you just throw snowballs. Don't throw sandwiches because they're like $10, and you can eat those. I mean, you can throw snowballs. You know, if you don't like meth prices, cocaine prices, you don't like LSD prices, you can throw a snowball over anything. There's historical precedents. It was a penny tax on tea. This country was founded on throwing snowballs. Very cheesy. Very cheesy. And if you throw them with stones in them, you're gonna get shot. Probably. And don't throw sandwiches, because they're like $10 and they're tasty. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're batshit insane, man. What was that? It wasn't the Boston Tea Party was when they dumped all the tea in the thing. And then was the Boston Massacre? Is it the Boston Massacre? I don't even fucking remember. Someone threw snowballs. Alright, throw snowballs. And then boom, boom, boom. Ba-dinga, banga, boonga. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, that sandwich. I don't remember what the sandwich looks like. I just know it was a sandwich. Some guy threw, and he got fired. But I'm assuming it was a pretty decent looking sandwich. I mean, it's Washington D.C. I bet it's high prices. It's probably a $15 sandwich. Don't do that. I should have looked up some of this stuff. I'd never look it up. You're doing it off memory from like high school? Shit, man. Nah, you had a little bit of some other stuff. Boston Massacre? Is it Boston Massacre? I think so. Maybe. Well, this country was founded on people not wanting to pay drug taxes. So if you don't like the price of tobacco, you can throw snowballs. If you don't like the price of, anything. This country was founded on snowball throwing. That makes you sound like a very lame revolutionary. That one kid is Canadian. I like some of his stuff, but he's Canadian, so I don't think Canada actually has history the way the United States does. Like, the United States actually has like more history. Like, Canada was just like, the Queen let us be free, so they're kind of lame, No offense to Canada. But whatever. Some of the stuff's funny. The Coming War one. There's one video on the YouTubes. And it's a juxtaposition of Call of Duty. I don't know how many Call of Duties they had. When I was a kid, it was Call of Duty 1, and then there was one I went to Best Buy one time, and they had like Tunisia, and it was on the Xbox 2, and I had played it Call of Duty 1, and it was pretty cool. Call of Duty 1 was pretty fun. It was pretty good. And then they had like Call of Duty 3, and they were in Africa, and it looked really good compared to, what I was used to. It looks like shit now, but it looked good then. And, there's like 10 there's probably 15, 20 Call of Duties, and you can juxtapose the wars with the patch. There's got to be a new war. That was his joke, so I sort of stole that, but, I kind of rearranged it too. His joke was crowdfunding. When the people go and shoot people, that's called crowdfunding. That was kind of a funny joke. I thought it was I don't know, it's not funny, but he's Canadian. He doesn't have American history. They suck in Canada because, they have no history. The Queen let them be free, I think. It's like after World War II, they had the dominion of whatever. It's not as cool. Can I make this? You could have made this. You can make it? Yeah, you can make this. Yeah, there's got to be a war. Definitely. It's turning. It's a turning. China's getting uppity. People don't know their place in the world anymore. They're unsure of their footing. People got to retest the boundaries. The boundaries have to be retested. So there's got to be a war. With China. Probably. Hippie. Mushroom on a kid. Bad. Don't do mushrooms. Kids should not be doing mushrooms. Bad. Naughty. This is the South, and they allow that to stand. They allow kids to take mushrooms. I'm telling you, man, it's become a liberal culture. Mushrooms, kids should not be doing mushrooms. All the kids at Kilby on the microdose of mushrooms. I don't know if that's true. It's an experimental school. I don't know how experimental they are, but it could be. Yeah, I'm 100% sure I have no STDs, but it could be DMAA or, for your blood. God damn it. Now I feel like a bad person, almost. Not really. Almost. I mean, what do they do? They just throw this stuff away. You're reckless. I am reckless. It didn't say anything on there about it. And one person told me you can have Adderall. So, yeah. Whatever. You're a thief in a shit bag. I am. Which is good. And they say, what if they find you an STD and you don't even know it? How would I have one? I'm not doing any needles. I'm not doing anything. I'm as clean as a queen thing. Someone needled you when you were not looking. It's kind of like the Putin umbrella thing. It also makes you sound insane if you're like, I don't know how. It's like, oh, okay. He's just lost. He's going around. They can CGI some videos. Be pretty cool. You're a paranoid little fuck. You are a paranoid little fuck. So you were in bed for like 30 minutes and you were ranting to yourself? What the fuck was that? You had better ones, right? Nope. I think you already got them all out. Shit. None of them are new. None of them are really any good. True that. What I lack in quality, I make up for in quantity of complete and utter worthless content. Nice. Very nice. Number one content distributor of pure dog shit. There's a bunch of AI videos of like Owen Hart's death, and they're like, we found the footage of Owen Hart dying, and it wasn't Owen Hart's. It was AI. And I was like, I thought they didn't have that footage, and then it was not. They just lied. YouTube lied to me. I'm very sad. I mean, do you really want to see Owen Hart die? I don't think I don't remember that storyline. He was like a blue guy. He had a blue mask. I don't remember that. I guess I was watching WCW. You probably watched more WCW than WWF back then. When did he die? 99? If you did watch it. What is 99? 3 plus. So you've been 13? Interesting. The blue meanie, and then he fell off and he bled to death internally. The blue meanie. He crippled Stone Cold. He broke Stone Cold's neck. I think they gave him that as like I'm never working with that guy ever again. He broke his, he was like the golden goose. The goose of gold. Pride. Something about pride. But you're talking about like the Christians are like, don't do pride. Pride is the root of all sin. Not the gay pride, the pride of like suits or pride, right? They're gonna backstab so hard on those people. They don't even see it coming. They don't even see it coming. Interesting. And then what? And then what? And then what? Narcissist. Yes, he was. I need a mirror. Very beautiful. Little white rat in that rat experiment. Moral degeneracy. That's what you are. Morally degenerate. Yes, you are. Yep. If you were in high school and you ended up realizing what you ended up being, on the one hand, you never really had any dreams, so you can't really be that angry at yourself. But on the other hand, it's like, oh, yeah, you ended up being crazy. If you told your 18-year-old self that, 20-year-old self, 22. At 21, you probably knew it. It would have made sense at 21, probably. Oh, you were fucked, buddy. You were fucked. You were always fucked. You were crazy the whole time, buddy. But then the craziness got bigger and bigger. Uh-oh. The gap between what you saw and what you felt became too large. The absurdity became too... He's a loser. Yeah, that's true. That's probably... Fox News was calling that guy, that Portugalian guy. He was like, he's just a fucking loser. They basically said it. Like, they were pretty mean to that. Fox News, very catty. Very catty. Catty. Cat fight. He was kind of chubby. I mean, the guy. And he shot, it was like his old classmate. Yeah, that was not very nice, buddy. Yeah, like a detective on the Fox, or not the Fox News channel. She's like an ex-detective. What? God, fucking. What? She was like, oh yeah. And the homeless guy tipped him off. That's what he said. The homeless guy tipped him off. He was like, this is my block. Even the homeless people, technically kind of territorial, is what the investigator, professional investigator. Wow. They're funny. Is it a Freudian slip? So in a Freudian slip, it's all art. Like a lot of art is you can't get some pussy, so you like write the. A lot of art is created as a recreation of a long lost. I used to love authority, and then I realized authority's bullshit. So you're writing to the concept. Your art is dedicated to the concept of authority being right, but then you realizing it's not right, or it's I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know. It's a good question on that one. You just want anarchy. Anarchy, baby. Anarchy's terrible. It's even worse than this, brother. Probably. Maybe. And then what? Okay, so Freudian slip, it would be, the concept would be, you used to rant in your head when you were in college to that lady, that chick you thought you were in love with, right? You were always talking to her, not talking to her, you were arguing with her, would be the better analogy. Mentally, not. You're misunderstanding what I mean by that. It's a concept of, good question. I don't know, what do you call that? You always have a made-up audience. But you're not like, I don't think she, it wasn't one of those, I look at the moon, she looks at the moon things. It would be, I don't know how to explain it. That's a good one. You need something to bounce off of. If you don't have something to bounce off of, you're lost. And so you always have to have something to bounce off of. Because you're a narcissist and you don't have identity. So you're bouncing off of the concept of authority, or that old lady. You can still do the, would you bounce off her? Maybe. She's probably pretty boring. In hindsight, she's probably pretty boring. At the time, you did pedestal her. Authority. You just want power there, but you want access to all networks and systems. You just want pure, you want pure, no borders. Not because I'm like pro-immigrant. I just want all the information. I want unlimited power. Not because I'm pro-immigration. I don't give a shit about immigration. I just want unlimited power. 56. That's why you're wearing one sweater. Not two, and shorts. Because if you were wearing two sweaters, you'd be sweating right now. Because it's 56 degrees. your ideal is, if there was leadership worthy of following, what would it be? That is what you are writing to. Is there any leadership worth following? And you don't think there is, but you are writing a love letter to the concept of the idea that there is leadership worth following. How about that? That's very artsy. Good job, buddy. Good save. Could work that way. Could work that way. The idealized form. It's not. It's I told you it's just gonna be TikTok. We're pro suits now, then we're anti suits, then we're pro suits, then we're anti suits. It's just gonna be that. It's seasonal. It's seasonal. It's fashion. Something before black before May Day, white before May Day. Something. It's all fashion. It's all skin deep NWO shirts. I need an NWO shirt. Did you find a Nod sweater? They had one kinda, they didn't have it in yellow. You can get a black one. And then what? Good question. The perfect form. What do you know, Platonic? Plato-ish? Plato? Hey, remember when you go to all those classes and no one did the reading, and then the teacher would ask questions and no one read it? So they'd have to, you could tell they were a little flustered. Oh man, that was bad. You never did the reading either. I can mentally create an impression of people. You're way too cocky on your ability to create mental impressions without doing the work. It's just they're just archetypes. They're just archetypes. Yeah. relating to there being no frontier. No frontier. 76 virgins, is that a frontier? The frontier of the afterlife becomes the new frontier. You will not get 76 virgins in this world if you act like a good boy, if you do what you're told. The frontier is in the afterlife. 76 hours later, I'm like, hey, Allah, Muhammad, can I get some more? And they're like, you went through 76, buddy? I'm like, how about one a day? One a day, please. And then he gives you uggos. It's like uggos. It's like, I thought it never said in the contract. 76 uggos. You got 76 uggos. Fuck. Even people in the afterlife doing fucking shady shit. I mean, the Christians are doing that shit too. It's the frontier is the afterlife. So it's going to be social stability at the cost of reality. Because the reality is every one of these people I'm looking at would kill every other human being for property. So they got to give them like the frontier of the religion. Hey, act good. Don't kill each other. Don't do it. Don't do it. Or Mars. They gotta get Mars open. Or they gotta find some Indians to kill. There's some bloodthirst. There is some bloodthirst. South America. Kill some Venezuelans. Something like that. The human spirit is so thirsty. Yeah. You really like that new chorus, the chorus that goes along with it. It's very comforting. Still broken sun. What day is it? The 20th? I think it's the 20th. You can go to Mars Hill and check. They probably still have their sign working. Who had a new sign? The Bradshaw lawyers have them. They tell you the date. I think they tell you the date. They say the temperature. They have something. Who else? You want to get drunk? You want to go look in there? I kind of actually just want to look in there, see prices. I want to know how much is a handle of vodka. I want some vodka. Give me vodka. It's called Society Juice. It keeps society fluid. The Tsar of Russia. He got money off the vodka. It was a negative incentive. The worse things got, the more vodka they would drink. He'd get more money off the vodka because they would sell more vodka. It's a negative spiral snowball. What sort of bombers did they use in Spain? Was it just Stukas, or they didn't do any like 100 airplane bomber raised. There was no B-24s, no DO-22s, or whatever the fuck the Germans had that was like a 2-engine bomber. They might have some 2-engine bombers. They didn't do any 100 bomber raids in Spain, did they? It's probably Stukas. Ukraine, Russia, Spain. Interesting analogy. I kind of like it. Yeah, because remember, China was sending all the drones, right? It wasn't China selling a lot of those DJs. Interesting. I like it. Good shit. There's a beautiful war coming. Oh, baby, yeah. Do you think they're going to be able to just snipe off the 10% with drones? They just go and they just target the 10%, the 5%. It's going to be networked out. Drones going around. Oh. That would be beautiful. He's trying to do that, is it the PUBG? What's the noise? The kid noise. Ooh. You can't do it, man. You can't do it. Ooh. Very funny. What is that from anyway? Is it Roblox? I don't play those kid games. I did watch a video once about where does that noise come from. I think it's Roblox or something, right? Ooh. It's called a meme. Meme. What city got bombed in Spain? I don't know. The guy who did in World War I thought he went akimbo. He did not go akimbo. Akimbo is never, ever practical. They said if you are going to go akimbo, you keep one hand, your dominant hand, you use the dominant hand, and the other one you can use is like, it makes noise. So like if you're right-handed, you hold the right-handed pistol, and you aim with it and use your eye. And the other one scares people, because you can use it to like, you don't aim with it as much, you just make noise with it. So I wonder if Lucian does that. Does Lucian do the, or does he aim both eyes? Whatever. It's China. They're allowed to be racist. What else? You got nothing of interest. Akimbo. How do you say akimbo? I don't know. I'm just saying akimbo. You have two pistols, right? Like Lucian. A guy in World War I got a MOH. He rifled these German fellas, and then he ran over to the trench with his pistol. Supposedly he captured like 50. I thought he went akimbo. He did not go akimbo. I was wrong. ChatGPT told me that. I thought he was like bam, bam, bam with two pistols. Nope, just one pistol. Very sad. No akimbo. Wolfenstein, they had akimbo Lugers, and they had a Luger 45s, but you had to get a bunch of points. Could you dual wield Thompsons, or was it just? It was just one Thompson or one MP40, right? I don't think you can dual wield Thompsons or MP40s. If you were Barrett and you chopped off both your arms, how would you reload your gun? You have to have one arm to reload the gun arm. Terminators can do it. They have two eyes. They can put a video camera in the gun, and then the video camera would go into the brain, and and then he would have perfect sight on the gun. Very nice. Then what? I don't have any other ideas. So the conservatives are right. You got to keep people busy. It's like the basketball theory. You got to keep the kids playing basketball. You got to keep them busy, even if you don't want them to actually know what reality is. That's a conservative worldview, right? It's keep people busy work. Keep the groups fighting, but not fighting too much. Keep the Alabama Auburn. Keep the fucking, football hooliganism. Let them get their energies out with alcohol and football hooliganism. Nothing's gonna change though. It's all gonna stay the same. Interesting. You're a power hungry little fucker, aren't you? I am. I just want power, infinite power. I want a Dyson sphere of my own. I want multiple Dyson spheres. 1 million Dyson spheres, please. I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna let them get ahead of me a little bit. I don't like being near people. I don't want to walk by them talking to myself. Embrace. What else you got? Starbucks. Dollar General. Want to cut over? What else? Nickels, heat in there. Dollar General. Anyone want to buy a whore? I'm a whore. Or bright neon yellow. I'm a whore. Fishnets? I need to get fishnets. That'd be really whorish. Fishnets? Are there male fishnets? And then what? Nice wheels. You never looked up the wheels. You didn't actually give a shit. You never actually gave a shit about those wheels. They are moderately interesting. They're not that interesting. The thin wheel thing. Then what? Stuka bomb or Stuka bomb. Is it Stukas? They're like fighters. This has a fighters, right? Like one engine. You have any coupons for any good food? You got a pizza, $3.50 pizza in the freezer, you can eat that. There are DiGiorno? There's DiGiorno. Oh man. They got Mellow Yellow versus Mountain Dew. Mellow Yellow has more caffeine and more sugar. Less bite. Because I had some Mellow Yellow and I was like, this is mellower than Mountain Dew. And then I tried GBT. I was like, what's the difference? So I thought, maybe it has less. It's got more sugar, more caffeine. It's got the same fizz, it says. But there's a bite to Mountain Dew. A bite. why it's called mellow yellow. Ooh, beautiful. Nice, nice. Purple haze. Yay. Purple. I don't know. It could be brighter. Can they go on the brightness? Brighter. I want a DeLorean that flies. DeLorean that flies. Those wheels. They do that weird shit with the wheels now. Someone needs to get a fly. Musk is going to do a flying car eventually, right? You better hurry up. Hurry up, buddy. Hurry up. Faster, faster. And then they could have like the glowing lights on a fucking flying car. Ooh wee. That'd be so fucking cool. Mm-hmm. 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 Imagine how pimpy that would be. You just fly somewhere with the wheels all lit up with LED. How much do you think that flying car is going to cost? Like $100K? $200K? Out of my price range. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. 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 Is that a PT Cruiser? Is that a yeah, I'm not. This is gonna. You went early, didn't you? Start at like 3, 4. So get done in 4 hours, 8 o'clock, maybe. Mm-hmm. Do you think they can call you insane for what you say? Because I think on the whole speech is sane. You could take something out of context and make me sound insane, but the whole thing is sane, right? Or is not sane? It's a good question. I don't know. I think I am sane. I think, therefore, I am. That's not how sanity works, buddy. Mm-hmm. See, if you cherry pick, you can make anything into anything, right? Isn't that? You were doing the whole, because the whole suit up thing. Suit up is, well, that's Barney Stinson. They're just gonna jump around. They just do whatever the fuck they want, and then they're like, be pro suit, be anti suit, be Joe Plumber, be Joe Suit. It's all bullshit. They just do whatever the fuck they want. There are no rules. No rules. Joe Plumber, no suit. Now get a suit. Now get out of the suit. It's like Simon Says. It's called Simon Says. Get a suit. Get out of the suit. Get in the suit. Get out of the suit. Interesting. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking around, man. Just kidding. Just kidding. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Then what? As the great philosopher Bill O'Reilly said, fuck it, we're doing it live. Which means everything is ad hominem, or ad hoc. Everything is ad hoc. Not ad hominem. Ad hoc means in the moment. Or it actually means created on the spot, right? Fuck it, we're doing it live, buddy. Buddy. We're doing it live, buddy. Buddy. Great philosopher. Bill O'Reilly. And the great deep meaning of fuck it, we're doing it live. Very deep, buddy, very deep. He was cool. Not really, but he had charisma. Charisma is the ability to overwhelm another human being with mental willpower or something? I don't. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I do like that chorus. I wonder how annoying it sounds. You never want to listen to yourself talk. You'll realize how obnoxious you sound, and then you're like, and then you'll get also. But you have to remember, it's all shit. So don't get all pissy about how pissy you sound. Also, you are moderately enjoying this, which is really, even if that's really the main point, is you enjoy it, which is, sad, but it's also good, maybe? I don't know. Kind of a mean roast. Not really roast. We barely even talk about this place. This place is merely inspiration for macro things. Bowling. See, I'm not going to talk about Lauderdale Lanes. I'm going to talk about that book, Bowling Alone. See, I'm not here to roast this place. I don't give a shit about this place. I care about the macro. You know what the macro is? It's not fucking tiddlywinks and some small little Lauderdale Lanes or something. This is just symbolic. Everything is symbolic. I'm a macro level fascist, because fascism, Mussolini said everything is a political action. Everything is a political action according to fascism. Right? Isn't that true? I think so. Probably. I don't, maybe. The goal of fascism is to get everybody on the same page. So to not be on the same page is to be anti-fascist. So are you on the right page? I don't know. Maybe. You're on the wrong page. Page 76 now? Interesting. I don't know. Need some drugs. Need some cocaine. I do not. I want maybe meth. Would you like meth? Is it made in Mexico? I like my meth made in America. Shake and bake. I think that's how they make it in America. It's probably not as good. It's probably more dangerous. You want your meth made in Mexico in a special $1 billion lab. It's probably better meth, I would guess. That's not that good of a joke. You could try. It's a 90s made in America joke. Like tool craftsman made in America, meth made in America. It's shake and bake. You don't want the shake and bake, right? It's called shake. Is it called shake and bake? They don't bake it, do they? What do? Do they bake it? I know they shake it. They have to burp it, but they don't bake it. Do they bake it? Maybe. He saw a YouTube video on it, so he's an expert. Want a hamburger? I've eaten there one time. I think it was overpriced. It wasn't worth $10. It's like an $8 hamburger, right? They're overpriced, right? Do you have your coupon? Do you want to go to Chick-fil-A? Do you have a Chick-fil-A coupon? Do you have a Chick-fil-A coupon, buddy? Did you bring your Chick-fil-A coupon? Buddy, do you have a Chick-fil-A coupon? Oh, I got a Chick-fil-A coupon. Oh, man. Interesting. This stuff's in your mental? Ooh, interesting. Whatever. Could be worse. Could be better. Strippers and coffee. Strippers and coffee. Strippers and coffee. They don't have any strippers there. But you always think it was like strippers. It should be strippers. They don't have strippers around here, do they? Huntsville, maybe? I don't know. There's probably there's got to be a website where you can just like hire people to do it for like an hour. It's called prostitution, you idiot. That's called prostitution, right? Probably. You want to see if you can get the robot voice to... I'm not going through there. Is it 8 o'clock? It's 5:48. You're like way off. Why did you think it was that late? We started at 3. You've been going for 2:38. 2:38:41. What is it? So 3 o'clock. You started at 3. Is that right? 3:10, 3:15, 3:20. I don't care. In the future, this will be a flying bus. Maybe. Will the electricity of a battery be able to fly? I thought they couldn't get the numbers to work on that. In the future, they will have... Never mind, don't do that. That'd be interesting. They could do that. When that China-America stuff hits, wait till you see what they do. It's going to be beautiful. They're going to have cars with turrets on them. No humans. They'll be kind of like roaming around, shooting down stuff. It's going to be kind of cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Like man pad. Cars without people in them. It'll be a bed. It'll look like... It'll just be the wheels with a bed and the motor and the man pad. And they'll be driving around the city. You know, shooting down the Chinese drones. It'll look like an 88. Kind of like that 88 thing where they had the flatbed, but they'll drive around. Ooh, that'd be kind of cool. All AI, no human. Nice. I like it. It's kind of cool. So, like an 88 bed. An 88, the anti-air thing. But it drives around. It's an electric car with a man pad. Kind of cool. That's a cool idea. They have those in But that's when the Chinese-American War gets really bad. Actually, the more of the 88s, they were building a lot of 88s and the artillery to shoot down the bombers. They used a lot of metal. They had to guesstimate how much stuff did they have to make to shoot down a B-24 or B-29? 24. B-29s did only in Japan. 24. They were guesstimating like how many tons of shells because it was like 100. It was like a lot of tons to shoot down a plane. Next. Whatever. 500 planes, 1,000, but it's gonna be UAVs and it's gonna be drones, and they're gonna come in. They're gonna drop the drones, and they're gonna get all the 5%, the 1%. They're gonna get all the mayors, all the governors. They're gonna get all the big shots. because they networked the entire system. They have the entire human networked, and they're going to target precisely. I'm making this up, by the way. I'm just kind of just having fun. I'm not advocating what I'm saying. I'm just saying that'd be kind of cool. You know, from a cool level perspective, not. They're gonna crucify you. They are probably. I'm Moss Ponce. Whatever that fucking guy's name is. I am here. I feel nothing for your values. I do not care about your values. And I will not pretend to care about your values. I only value what I value. Crucify me if you must. They guillotine him, or they guillotine him, or hang him, or shoot him. I should have looked that up. Probably guillotine. I don't know. It's France. It's got to be the guillotine, right? It's like 1950. It's after World War II, right? It's not during World War II. It's like after. It's probably in Algeria. Is it before or after the Algeria succeeds or fails? It's probably before. Algeria probably succeeded after the point of this book, probably. Algeria. Did they make like a movie where they made it seem like romantic and stuff? They were playing like 70s, 60s French pop music, and they were like blowing up cafes. It's so cool how terrorism can be like sexy sometimes. I mean, I know you're not supposed to say that, but it can be. Weatherman Underground. Baadermeinhof. Pretty sexy. Pretty sexy. KKK, kind of sexy. A lot of the ladies like the KKK. The noble knight in a white hood. Very noble. Very funny. You're juxtaposing two completely different forms of terrorist organization. And then, you know, because the whole point is to discombobulate the audience into not knowing what are his positions. After a hard night of strapping up young fellas to trees, the man comes home, he takes his robe off, he gets a kiss from his wife. Interesting. Very dirty. That's it. Nothing gets the ladies wetter than terrorists. Very dirty. You're a dirty boy. Very dirty boy. Very dirty. Judy-da-dee-dee-da-doo. That's a good single joke right there. You do like after a long night of how do you say like hanging a black person euphemistically without, you know, how do you euphemistically say that without like getting yourself in trouble? You know, and then you can juxtapose it with like after a hard night of bombing banks or robbing banks. Interesting. You could try it. I don't know if it'll work. The fun part will be trying to come up with a euphemism for hanging somebody from a tree that you can get away with. That will be the fun part. Creating euphemisms is quite fun. After a hard night of... To be fair, I'm not advocating KKK activities. I'm saying the terrorists are very sexy on the whole. You know, the violence part is very sexy. You're an advocate for violence. I don't care who's. I just like the juice, man. I just like the juice. The juice. That's not good, man. Not good. You're gonna get crucified. You're gonna get guillotined, buddy. You're getting guillotined. They don't like that. They want you to have values behind. You're supposed to fake values when you like juice. You know, it's like making omelets. I don't really like omelets. I just like breaking eggs. Very funny. Very funny. What is the euphemism for like hanging? Maybe I don't know. That looks like a face. The truck has a face. What is it? So like after a long night of stringing society together holding society up by a tree. I don't know. You gotta. There's some way of saying that. And then what, you juxtapose it with like Baader Meinhof. They were fucking terrorists, like the fuck. They were fuckers. They fucked in that house on Baader Meinhof. Esslin. The romanticism of terrorism. This country was founded on terrorism. The Tea Partiers, kind of a terrorist group. A little bit, right? A little bit? I don't know, maybe. Hanging and stringing the governors and tarring and feathering them, kind of a terrorist group. If you did that in the United States, Fox News would crucify you. You can't do that to the mayors or governors, or right? I mean, I don't think you can. Maybe you can. Maybe. I don't know. Let's get the group together. I don't actually have any policy issues. I just really like pouring taring. I just really, really enjoy pouring hot tar on people. It's really fun. I don't even have any policy issues. I just really, really, really enjoy pouring hot tar on people and then putting the feathers on them. And they're like, oh, it hurts. And they're like, what policy change do you want me to do? I just really like pouring hot tar on people. It's fun. But you can't say that. You gotta be like, something about some tax policy or something, or you know, I don't like something. I'll find something to complain about, but really I just want to pour the tar. Tar's kind of fun to pour. Did you already do that joke? I think you did that joke back when that one guy got shot, right? Maybe. I don't know. You might have even done it better at that point. Because wasn't your whole thing like, people have all this tar in their backyard, they're saving up. They save up their tar and then they get permission by the elites to use their tar, but they've been hoarding their tar. I think that was your joke back then, right? Like, so you might have done it better then. It's a time of celebration. Get rid of your tar. We're going to go out there and throw some tar on people because it's fun to get, you've been saving up your tar for 3, 4, 5, 10 years. Get all your tar. Get it hot. Get it burning. We're going to go pour it on some people. I mean, not me. Just don't pour it on me. Please. I do not like hot tar. It looks painful. It looks like it burns. Cheesy, very cheesy. And then what? I don't know. It's just what else there? That was an interesting. I actually like that. And some of your shit's not bad if you just didn't have so much mediocre dog shit with it. The burning tar one, that's not bad. America founded on drug prices and terrorist groups and burning tar. Canada, they got permission to be free from the Queen. Didn't rebel. Bunch of fucking pussies. There's that cool car. Can it fly? It should fly eventually. It'll fly eventually. Fly. Is he like Howard Hughes? Musk is like Howard Hughes. He's a little crazy, but he does okay stuff. I don't know. That's, I guess, my opinion on Musk. I guess I don't actually know that much about Howard Hughes. You know, when Musk will go crazy, he'll rent an apartment, and he'll be like washing his hands 1,000 times a day. Hey, he's the American Needs Heroes. He's half a hero. He's okay, I guess. Bill Gates is retired, and he's not. He's just a philanthropist now. And then who else is there? Who could be heroes? The heroes of America. Very sarcastic here. Come on. Oh, you did this already, right? The Fight Club, Matrix, the existential depravity of America. They need a war. I think you already did that, right? But did you connect it to that? I don't know. I can't remember any of these thoughts. They're all just vague connections. That one about Spain is a new one. I like that. That's a good one. Spain. Ukraine is Spain from World War II. I think it's the first time I thought of that. Franco. So Putin is Franco, and I don't know if that works as an analogy, because Franco won the entire he took all of Spain, and Putin is not going to get all of Ukraine. I don't think he'll get like a third of it or a fourth of it or something. What's going to happen there? I haven't looked into that in a couple of days. Is he getting all of his shit? Whose side is Putin on now, or Trump on now? He keeps jumping. He's good at doing that shit where like no one can. I can't tell where the fuck that's going. I can't tell where half this shit's going. I can't tell where 99% of this shit's going. I can't tell where anything is going. I've lost all faith in my ability to read reality. It's not good. Good job, Trump. Which is good for, Then again, you actually were wrong the whole time, is the thing you keep forgetting, so don't go blaming him. Also, there's China war. War with China. Yeah. To be fair, you had no clue what was going on under Obama either, so. True dat, homie. True dat, homie. You just zoned out under Obama. I think you did, actually. That was what you did. And Obama was a pussy because he'd be like, here's a red light. I mean, they're actually right about that, which is sad. Which is why there has to be a war so that boundaries mean something. You know, if you're going to give a red line, there's got to be some sad. It's very sad. Aww. There's got to be a war. War. Yeah. Gotta re-tossle them. Salads? Tossles? What do they got to tossle? They got to tossle something. Want some Chinese? Chinese would be kind of good. Pizza, you got a pizza. I want that. I actually want some orange chicken. That'd be pretty good. That sweet orange chicken. It's expensive though. It's like $10. Pizza it is, buddy. Pizza's pretty good though too. True that. They need to do coupons for fucking P.F. Chang's. Not P.F. Chang's, fucking Panda Express. Oh, there you go. Autonomous cars driving around with like gun turrets. But they're minimalist cars. They're just, they don't even hold humans. They're just like go-karts. Not go-karts, like sand buggies. That'd be kind of cool. Moderately cheap, like $20K. How much, for the buggy, the car parts, like $10K, $7K? The robot parts. How much do you think like a bare minimum engine, chassis, 4-wheel, metal rim, bottom with no, because it doesn't have to have the human part. It's just the, it's like a railroad cart, but with an engine on it. I think it just looked cool to see a bunch of like 10 cars and they just have like machine guns on them and then like, shit, that scared me. Like a railroad car, not like railroad, but you know what I mean, like here's the wheels, here's the blank, it's like just the bed, and then there's like an engine in there somewhere, but they can hide it because it could be electric, it could be the batteries are in with the battery cars, don't they put the batteries along aren't they in a line on the ground? And the engine, can it be like is it 4 engines for each wheel, or is it 1 engine? Can they do like 4? Do they do 4 engines, or do they do? And the engine is at the wheel, or do they do 1 big engine? Yeah, I don't know. Shit, I'd have to look that up. It's probably 1 engine. It's probably 2-wheel drive, like 1 engine. What the fuck is in your shoe? It's like a stone in my shoe. It'll be the Jeep of the coming World War III. The Jeep, the unmanned, mass-produced, over 500,000 gun carriage robot. And then Skynet's gonna take them over. Ha ha! Gotcha! You thought I was being all patriotic. Skynet's taking them over. And then they just go around going. It's a pretty cool idea though. Like a vehicle that just drives around with I don't know. He just thinks it's aesthetically cool. Like mentally, it's aesthetically cool. I don't know if it's like practically cool. Probably not. They probably want like multi-purpose. We want it so that people can jump on there and have seatbelts and blah blah blah. You know, I just want the cool gun carriage with a camera. Bow. La-dee-da, dee-da-doo. Doo-dee-da, dee-dee-da-doo. Kill me, kid. You kill me. You kill me, kid. You kill me, kid. You kill me, kid. Then what? You want to go this way and get your pizza early, or do you want to go the long way? Which way you want to go, buddy? Buddy, 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 bud. Budster, 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 bud. Buddy, 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 buddy. You want a burrito? No, you're getting a pizza because you already got pizzas. I mean, you got cash on you, right? Okay, then what? I need to get drunk. Just pretend to be drunk. You'll feel the same. Don't let the cold weather slow you down. Dancing elves. What the fuck is this thing? Those are real people, aren't they? Real people faces? I think so. Are you getting a headache? Do you want to turn? What the fuck? Is that a headache or what? Is it going away? Are you gonna have a stroke? What if you had a stroke? You'd fall down and you'd probably lose part of your body capability, and then you'd lay there, and then someone within like an hour, someone would be like, "There's a guy laying on the ground. This is a pretty open area, right? There's a guy laying on the ground. You convulse. You go like, or I don't know, with a stroke. I don't know, maybe. Hey, you can see all that from the backyard. It's a backyard thing, right? It's very well manicured. Manicured block of bush. Block of bush. Block of bush. It'll just be like they're gonna sell them Teslas. They're gonna put the turrets on the Teslas. They aren't gonna fucking do zero man vehicles. They're gonna hybrid them, you know. And then Tesla gets his money. Is he back in good grace with Trump? I think so. I don't know. But it'd be cooler if it was just like the AI only, the truck, the bed, just the bare minimum car with a turret on it. Oh yeah, that'd be fucking hot as shit. You always saw those Tesla trucks look like they have a turret that comes out the top. Like there's a turret that secretly pops up with like a ball machine gun. Whatever. Fuck you. Or like a G.I. Joe turret. Laser. Is that a piano? Mouse point. Then what? Man, where's the fuck? Are you tired? See, like a 2 out of 10 headache. 2 out of 10 headache. A little hungry? A little hungry, buddy? All I had was chips, right? Chips. And some mellow yellow. I think you're running out of blood sugar. And then what? Did you do the joke about? Did you already do that one about like? I think you did that one when you were doing the Terminator one, where you're like, I can't remember half of these jokes. I just remember vague impressions of what they were. Chocolate face. There's something it was something about like a. What the fuck was it about? It was like. Yeah, I think you already did that one, man. Something about Einstein, and it was like Niels Bohr was like his big follower, and he was like, "Here's the experiment, you gotta explain." And then Niels Bohr didn't even get the experiment right, and he was going around acting like he understood Einstein. Something that was like Veritasium, man. Why are you fucking? I don't understand any of that Einstein shit, so don't go fucking look at me like I know what the fuck. But like Niels Bohr was like, he didn't even draw the mirror right or something. It was like, what? You know, so most of these people have no fucking clue what's going on, and I don't either. So, and that was Niels Bohr or something. He was probably pretty smart, man. He was probably pretty smart. He didn't even get the fucking diagram right or something. That's what this one fellow was saying on the YouTubes. What percentage of people even understand that shit? I don't actually understand any of it. It's I don't have a fucking clue what any of that means. Stuff means it's like, because it doesn't affect your daily life, right? Like, I don't think it does. Like, it's like the Earth could be flat and it wouldn't affect my life because I mean there's satellites, but beyond that, like, Skylink probably. I don't use Skylink, but if I did, Elon Musk would have to design Skylink around a flat Earth, right? So he's in on the conspiracy, I guess. I mean, that's. Oh shit! Did you do this one? I was looking at the Fox News about that kid who killed Rob Reiner, his little sonny son. It's called patricide, and they bring him into court. He's got a blue suicide vest on, and I'm like, I Google I Google whatever Fox had for the fucking name of it, and it's like, do not commit suicide. Call this phone number. I just want to know what the fucking vest was, and you know they're like, fucking bullshit. I didn't know they made like. I mean, I can use my common sense and be like, okay, it's closed design, so they can't kill themselves. But I was like, you know, like, what the fuck is that? You know, and they're like, and I had to put another name in, or ask ChatGPT about it, and then it gave me another name, or I don't know. I took another name from the news article, but it was like, fuck you, Google. I just want to know what that fucking thing was because it was like blue. Whatever. It's like blue suicide anti-vest. Whatever the fuck it was called. You'd have to go look at the Fox News archive if they have an archive of their. Do they have an archive? Is there an archive of the internet? It got burned. They're gonna burn that shit. You know, because it's gonna be like 1984. You can't. I just sound like a crazy person. You know, like I'm a crazy person talking about how some kid was wearing fucking weird clothes, and I was like Googling it. I sound like a nut job. I do probably sound like a nut job on that one. Yeah, you're a nut job. Because Google was like, don't commit suicide. No, I just want to know what the fucking clothes were, man. Because I didn't know what the fuck, you know. I mean, I can use common sense and guess what it is. But I just want to, you know. Whatever. Oh, Conan O'Brien, haha. He was like, don't call 911. And Rob Reiner was supposed to be like, I'm scared of my son. And it's all Conan's fault. So, Conan, It's all your fault, buddy. That's kind of funny. Because he was at a party at Conan's house. That's pretty funny. It's all Conan's fault. Ha 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 ha. You're just throwing people on the fire to be an asshole. Do you have an opinion on this actually? No. I just want to throw some people on the fire. I got some tar. Ready to throw, baby. Mr. Harvard. Guess who's getting some tar thrown on him, buddy? Are you gonna remember any of this? Are you gonna do the KKK sexy terrorist joke? Like the husband comes home at like 12 o'clock. He's all sweaty. He takes the hood off. Is that the joke? Is it like a soap commercial? I mean, what the fuck is it? Is it like a? I don't know. It's just. It's just meant to be odd. Kind of a funny idea. After a hard night of tethering this nation. What? You sound like some KKK supporter now. I just support terrorism. I support all terrorism. I don't care the group. I like all terrorism. I don't care if you're a Muslim terrorist, Antifa. I don't care if you're fascist or anti-fascist, communist, or... okay, you're just stealing other people's gigs now. That's that other guy's gig, right? Where like, I just support extremism. Okay, that you're stealing. You're a thief. But it's a funny thesis, because it's like, you know, if you're going to do something, do it well. Don't go half-assing it, you know? If you're going to be, you know, really? That's kind of, you sound like that fucking guy who shot JFK, like, I don't care what version of extremism, as long as it's extreme. I'm an Ayn Randist, and then I'm a communist, and then I'm a... Yep, he was crazy. You're crazy, buddy. Yep. Nice. Lee Harvey Oswald. Forgot his name there. Good job. I only advocate that if you're going to believe something, actually believe it. You know, put your whole heart into what you believe. If you really think you can get 76 virgins by, you know, you should do what your heart tells you to do. Turn your lights on, buddy. You're very cheesy, man. You're very cheesy. Alright, I need to seem pathetic. True. Okay, so you want to go to Walmart? What do you want to do? I kind of want to watch that Dave Chappelle special. I'm not paying for Netflix. I gotta find a place to pirate that shit. Why are you using Dave Chappelle as like some... has anyone done any good? Is it even going to be comedy? I don't even know. I don't know. Because I think it's kind of funny, because it's not funny, but it's I mean, it's talking heads. It's wrestling. It's talking heads. But, and then I can't tell, is this crazier or less crazy than the past? Or is it just because I'm living through it that it seems crazy? But it was actually crazy in the past, too? That's the thing I can't tell. Because, you know, I mean, the moment I can't objectively look at this. You know, it's a very subjective experience. So I can't be objective. I can try and be objective, but it's very subjective. So. You know, on the one hand, like that Kirk guy was kind of a douche, but you shouldn't shoot people, so I don't, you know, it's not good. But then they're actually saying it's like MLK. So, you know, you can't be like, MLK was a douche. If I said MLK was a douche, you know, you get in a lot of trouble for that, right? So you're going to get in a lot of trouble if you call Kirk a douche, right? I don't know, it's very complicated. It's very complicated. You can't call dead people douches, I guess, anymore, so. Probably. But, you know, you shouldn't shoot people either, but I don't know. It's not going to be good. Martin Luther King was a douche. I'm gonna go out and say it. I think every human being who's ever existed is a douche. So I'm safe. I can call him a douche as long as I call all people douches, which is, I guess that gives me a clear moral compass now. So yes, that is my position. All human beings are douches. I'm allowed to call Charlie Kirk a douche because all human beings are douches. I'm safe. Good job, buddy. He's a national hero. He's a douche. MLK was a douche too. He fucked hookers. So you guys gotta stop trying to turn people into heroes. There are no heroes. When people create heroes, they no longer have to be heroic themselves. That's the problem with heroes, maybe? Is that the problem with heroes? Do you think that's true? Maybe. Who is the lady from Live, Die, and Repeat? The Lady of Verdun? Emily Bloom? Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt, not Bloom. Emily Bloom is a porn star. Like Russia, Ukraine. You got your Emily's mixed up there. Emily Bloom. Emily Blunt. The hero of Verdun. She had a sword. A buster sword. Okay. So what else? Okay, and Oswald sucked, but so did JFK. He was like fucking banging Marilyn Monroe, and he was like doing meth injections, and he was like, his dad was a fucking bootlegger. You know, you people, you gotta stop romanticizing people, man. There ain't no. So what's going on with the lights there? Whatever. Humans are too romantic by nature. Car accident? You want some gyro? You want some gyro action? Or some lamb or some... What do they have, lamb? What is it? Fucking... I'm getting hungry for something. God fucking damn. Did he cheat? Did JFK cheat in his election? Is that how... Did they ever do... No one actually gives a shit. The whole thing is rigged, so stop giving a shit. Did he cheat? Did he use like party machines and stuff? He was the shallow president. He won because he looked better than Nixon. It's a okay, come on, man. Get out. Next subject. Next subject. Come on. Food. You want to get some food? You want to go to Publix? You want to get Coke, Mellow Yellow? You want to get some? You want to get some? You want to get? What do you want to get? What do you want to get, buddy? What do you want to get? What do you want to get? Fried chicken? You want to get some fried chicken? You want to get some burrito? You want to get some? You gotta be pizza. Want a Rick's potato? Pizza, $3.50. You put like 50 cents worth of bacon bits on it. So it's like a $4 pizza. It's pretty good, like 2,000 calories. Okay. What else you got? Nothing. You want to play some ARAM? You'll probably play ARAM. God, it's metaphorical. ARAM is symbolic of the human experience. You're thrown into a random position. You play a random role. You get random augments. People don't like that. They want to think there's agency in it. Maybe. I don't know. There's RNG. You get to choose one of 6 augments. You can re-roll each one time. Sometimes you'll re-roll them all and you're like, oh, I should have kept that first one because I got a bad re-roll on it. And you're like, oh, I should have. See, it's a casino game. Well, the whole thing's a casino now. What tank were you in that game? Holy shit, what tank was that? Were you, it might have been, you had Earthquake as Zach, but you got it like as the last augment, and then You never even used it correctly, right? You never even really got to use it because the game was over. But you got Earthquake as Zach, which is kind of cool. And then the Talon game. Who were you against Talon? That he kept fucking. It was Leona? Was it Leona? Was it? Oh, fuck. It wasn't Leona, was it? You're boring, dude. Why are you so fucking boring? And then Talon kept fucking bleeding you to death and burning you to death. Who the fuck were you in that one? You had like 1,200 stacks on the fucking, not Targons, but, what's the health item that you get stacks on? Okay, come on. It was not Zach, because you would dive their back line and they would dive. They had a Zach, and their Zach would dive your back line, and they'd spend forever trying to kill him, and they could never kill him because he had so many fucking tank stats. Right? It was. Yeah, the games kind of mixed together. I can't remember. There was one game where like you would dive their back line as a tank, and they would dive. The Zach would dive your back line, and then he would be. You'd find yourself dead after like 20 seconds, 10, 15 seconds, 20 seconds. And then you look back and your team was still fighting the fucking Zach at like half health. Yeah, you should have peeled instead of engaged. Peel, don't engage. Why did you who were you that you could engage that hard then? Because you had to be someone. Was it Leona? It couldn't be Leona. It had to be someone, had to be more ranged than Leona. What the fuck was that? What the fuck champion was that? Shit. Because remember you had like 10% and you bled to death? You thought you were going to live, and then you bled to death because of that fucking Talon bleed. This fucking old burn. You had a burn and a bleed, and you were sitting there, I'm gonna regen all my health, and then you're dead. Oh man, that was so funny. That was pretty funny. Who the fuck were you in that one? It wasn't Alistar. It could have been Leona. It wasn't Zach. Probably. What was it? What? Jireh. Jireh. Okay, so what was it? It was wasn't Shannon. What the fuck was it? Do they keep the logs for those things? I don't even know. Interesting. Oh, this is really English. What was it? Had to be something engage-ish. There was something, and you had the fucking drain health thing. Yeah, I can't remember any of this shit anymore. It's so hard to remember any of this stuff. So forgettable. La-di-da. Did you almost get one of them? I think so. What? What the fuck was it? What the fuck is going on over here? Holy shit. Look at that shit. Someone's going down to the skate center. Really? They serve beer? They have some fun? Sheriff? What? What? What the fuck is this thing? What the fuck am I looking at? What the fuck am I looking at? What the fuck am I looking at? Is it a fire truck? There's a lot of lights. That's a lot of lights. A lot of lights. Like something going on lights. It's a fire truck? Fire truck. Right. I can't even tell. Just get back on the road. And then your headache is gonna go. Nice. And then what? The fire truck? Yeah, I think it's a fire. What the fuck? I wonder where they put cloths over the diamonds at night. I wonder where they do that. I thought that was like a place for hair at first. I was like, what? No, they're black. They're protecting the diamonds with curtains. Man, I'm tired. I don't want to do this fast. Is there a fast way to do this? Yeah, you said that. And then what? And then what? And then what? Oh yeah, you're fucking insane. That probably is what it is. I'm gonna go hardcore. Somewhere between sanity and insanity. This is a waste of time. You know that, right? No. Doggy, doggy, doggy. Is that like one of those big ear dogs? Beagle? No, that's another type of dog. Was Saudi Arabian chocolate with mushrooms? Wasn't that like one of those things that was back there? At some point there was Saudi Arabian chocolate. Some chocolate, was it Saudi chocolate? Mushrooms? I want like a frappuccino. I want something with caffeine and sugar and chocolate and coffee. It's like $5. Want to buy some ice cream? Make some coffee? Does that taste as good? To be fair, did beyond watching Chappelle Show, did you ever watch any of his specials? Or what do you 'cause I don't think any of his new stuff was always. Did you watch any of the new stuff? I don't know. Chappelle Show was good, but that was like in 2004 or 3 or 2. And you could have just been a kid. Remember, because like, to you the funny joke was like the mall joke. The internet is a mall. That was like the internet back in 2002 or 3. So human being, you're doing like the you're doing the thesis of like crystallization and things are you're just taking something from the past and romanticizing it, but it's probably shit. I mean, if you went and watched that, is it that good? You don't want to go back and watch it probably because it's probably shit. Looking at anything is pretty much shit. True. Everything is shit. Everything sucks. Oh, you're thinking about Family Guy and The Simpsons? Because you didn't watch all of The Simpsons till like 2005 or 6, and then you downloaded the torrent, and it was like 14 seasons or 15 or 16 seasons. Might have been like 89, 90, so 2006 would have been 16 seasons. And in 2006, and the golden seasons are like 1 through 8, is what everybody says. And then it turns into shit. And that was 2006. That was 10 years ago, right? Or, no, that was it 20 years ago? So it's like season 26 now. No, it's 36. And then Family Guy was season 3 or 4 back in 2004. And now it's at like season. It's like really big. It's like really big. Whatever season they're on. It's like got to be like 4 plus 2000 ballpark. 2000 to whatever year it is now. It's 25, 24, 25, 26, something like that, right? Yeah, that's not good. 36, like season 36 of Simpsons. And it's probably, in all honesty, it's probably all shit. Even season 1 through 8 are probably shit. But you know, it's very transparent now that Family Guy and Simpsons are shit. But you know, you used to be like, oh, it's good. But I don't know. Maybe it isn't shit. I don't know. Want to get Chick-fil-A? Hey, you got that Chick-fil-A? Come on, get the Chick-fil-A, dude. Get the fucking. You gotta turn your camera on. Want to get Chick-fil-A? I used to torrent like 2 or 3 gigs every Saturday and Sunday. Because Sunday they would have like, yeah, there used to be a bunch of TV shows, and now you don't even watch TV. Shit, you don't even torrent the shit. There's nothing worth torrenting. Nothing is worth torrenting. Nothing is worth watching. You want to get this Chick-fil-A sandwich? Maybe. You turn the camera off, or do you want to put in your? Because they take you like 7 minutes to do that. You could do like a fake review of a Chick-fil-A sandwich. Be kind of funny. Because it's like mundane. The joke is that it's a very mundane experience, and you're trying to act like it's a big deal. Yeah, do it. It'd be funny. It'd be hilarious. He's got big wheels on his truck.